In this video, we are going to learn about the parental behaviors, different parental behaviors, and the factors affecting parental care, and the types of parental care, and a topic which is rare, that is the parent offspring conflict, and a brood care and conflict. What is parental care? Male, female giving food, shelter, and protection to their offspring is parental behavior. No matter how non social an animal may be, at least twice, but it has to socially interact with its own family at least sometimes. So it has to socially interact with conspecific mating and parental care. It is defined as form of parental investment is a form of parental behavior that increase an individual's offspring fitness at the cost of parents' ability to invest in future offspring. So parents are investing on their offsprings, which this parental behavior increased an individual's or the offspring's fitness at the cost of parents' ability to invest in future offspring. Parental care begins very easily and can go on for a long time. So first case is the care before birth. Care before birth condition. Investment of gamete protection. Gamete protection related investment. Female catted cat eats extra spermatophore provided by male so that she can have larger eggs which survive better in harsh winter. In this case, the male is investing in female gametes. Catted eats extra spermatophore provided by male so that she can extract that nutrients from that spermatophore which she can utilize for her eggs to develop them larger. And in this case, the male is investing in female gametes. Preparation of the housing. First one is the investment in gamete production. The next case is the preparation of the housing. Preparation of nest, burrows, or territories, etc. Bees make hives, fish, birds make nest. All these are related in the case of preparation of the housing. Then next one is the case of care of fertilized egg. Incubation by birds and reptiles, egg guarding by fish, brood carrying by toads, water bugs, and seahorses, protection of nest sites where eggs are laid. Incubation comes under the that comes under the care of fertilized eggs. Incubation by birds and reptiles also incubate their eggs. Egg guarding by fish, brood carrying by toads, water bugs, and seahorses. Seahorses carry their brood. Protection of nest sites by birds, etc., comes under case of fertilized care of fertilized egg. Any care after birth. What happens when the parent care for after birth of their offspring? Protecting young. They need to protect their young ones by feeding by birds, mouth brooding in some fish, lactation in mammals. All this comes under the protecting and feeding behavior. Provisioning എന്നും പറയാം. Provisioning behavior. Care following nutritional independence. Support during conflicts and social points. Royal terms and frigid birds keep telling their chicks even after they have left their parents. They support them during the social events. Parents also provide protection to their babies from predators. Protection behavior is explained here. The forms and means of parental care are varied as species variation. Some species, such as salmon, lay millions of eggs but provide no parental care to many years. There is a great variability of types of parent offspring relationships. Fish and amphibians guard their eggs. Bird and mammals feed their young ones. Parental care can be provided in two ways. First one in which the parents and offspring never come in contact with offspring, never come in contact with offspring. But scorpions, spiders carry brood on their larvae. Among reptiles, parental care is unknown. Whatever little care is provided is rendered by female more than male. So reptiles don't provide parental care. Crocodile females from form nest. Here we are explaining the case of reptile parental care, which is mostly shown by female, and this is a rare case of crocodiles. Crocodile female form nest, so by guarding their offspring. In fish, care by male is more common than by female. In case of fishes, care by male is more common than by females. Most species of birds show biparental care. Most species of birds show biparental care. Bird provides food to his wife. So that case includes provisioning of females by male prior to and during egg laying and incubation, nest building, incubation of egg and feeding, nestling. Here, male parent is providing food for its partner during the incubation of egg and the growth of their offspring. Early parental case. This early parental case starts before the baby is conceived in the form of gamete protection. Eggs are large and rich in nourishment. So birds provide warmth or incubation to the egg for the chicks to develop and hatch properly. The construction of net takes much time and energy of the parents. A pig walks 5 to 10 km to took for a safe place to construct a nest, and it takes about 10 hours to construct it. Most species that provide little to no care are insects, reptiles, and fish, as they produce many young. In fish, two typical males who defend a nesting territory. In birds, it is typically females, except under unusual conditions where female absent. These females start new broods with additional mates. In mammals, lactation predisposes a female to care of most. Care the most. Lactation causes females, in case of mammals, to care the most. Factors affecting parental care. Size of the litter of brood. It is a size. If the size is bigger, the parental care decreases. Lack in 1954 proposed that if there is a high fecundity, then there is less parental care, and if there is low fecundity, then there is more parental care, known as Lake's law. LACK, that's the name of a scientist. He proposed a law called Lake's law, which says that as the brood size or the fecundity rate increases, parental care decreases. Paradise fishes lay about 20 to 300 eggs. They show behaviors, and anabas lay 100 to 3,000 eggs, so they don't. Elephants give birth to one baby in one few years, therefore, potential parental care or help is extended for young. The next factor is the age of offspring. Younger offspring gets more care because they are weak. They are vulnerable to disease and predation. They have little muscular coordination leading to injuries. They cannot get food on their own. Next factor is the age of the parent. Younger parents give less care because they have more reproductive cycles ahead. Means they can have fewer reproductive cycles till now, so they have more reproductive cycles ahead. Younger parents are less experienced in baby care. Younger parents are less experienced in baby on, and older individuals are better parents. Now let's learn about the types of parental care. Which are the types of parental care? Neither parent is involved in care of young. Promiscuity is associated with no parental care. The mating system that typifies reptiles. Most species of insects do at least fish species with external fertilization, some amphibians and reptiles, some birds and canty nesting ducks, cuckoos, cowbird should parental care. There is no example from mammals under this category. That is the neither parental care is provided. Now the next category is both parents involved in care of young. Monogamy is associated with this type, and this by parental care. No insects, reptiles, or amphibians are reported in a few, few fish species. Mouth brooding, cichlids, etc. are associated here. Most songbirds, tricolor blackbirds, and few monogamous primates species show this kind of traits, such as gibbon, marmosets, etc. Next case is the mostly females are involved in care of young. Wasps, dung beetles, and some sort of bees. Provision brood calls and cells, and they protect their larvae. Females of about 40 species of fishes with internal fertilization and 24 with external fertilization. So, parental care. In alligators and crocodiles, it is generally the female alone that guards the eggs and babies. Bird species in which the male has less investment than the female during brood care. By females alone is most widely used in animal kingdom. Why females provide so much care? According to the investment hypothesis, the female invest so much energy. Female invest so much energy to care their young ones. Nextly, mostly males are involved in care of young. The examples are very few in this category. Male water bug carries fertilized eggs. In fishes, the nest of sand and organic material. Each time his male lays an egg, they keep the egg protected from predators and at constant temperature. The females show more parental behavior because their investment is much higher in them of in term of time and energy. They are sure the offsprings are in fact their own, whereas males it cannot be so sure. So parental offspring conflict is the next topic. Parent offspring conflict is not specifically human, it is very widespread in the animal kingdom. Anyone who has looked at parents and offsprings in primates has reported parent offspring conflict in case of primates and some sort of another. Triers noticed that the mother, nursing her young better, uses her energy for the protection of the new offspring rather than continuing to nurse offspring conflict that are at least partly able to live independently. The offspring, however, does not want to be weaned as it regards its own interests again waning the in a carrion crow. For example, conflict between parents is increased when the juveniles grow up and the parents wants to breed again. The parents become more aggressive towards their offspring, causing their offspring final independence. Offsprings are expected to gain fitness by demanding more care that the parents are willing to give. So there will be always going to be a conflict. So waning of this conflict, think about how in the first stage the mother maintains proximities to her offspring, following the baby nourishment and from learning and interesting most interesting about. In the second stage, the infant becomes more independent and include more nursing, care, and parental care in parents and development is, or attachment of babies are evolved as an advantage. Suppose an adult individual delivers parental care to a detached offspring who is constantly straying and is eventually lost, thus losing representation in the next generation. Parents that produce detached offspring would have no survival edge and would eventually become extinct. Conversely, if the offspring is born with a bias attachment but is rejected by parents, it becomes easy prey for predators and strangers. All animals have to face the decision of whether to invest time and energy working after their offspring or not, because the benefit is that the young are often helpless and vulnerable to starvation, predation, and harsh climatic conditions. Their survival and fitness of the offsprings increase, and the costs are the parents get less time to find food for themselves and get less time to find and defense or interconnected galleys in routing food. The word parental care is generally used for higher animals. For lower animals, appropriate term is brood care, specifically members of phylum Arthropoda that do in insects. It is worth noting that as theropods care about their babies in many ways, they can lay eggs near future food or larvae. They can lay eggs inside the future brood of larvae. They eat. They can carry them their own baby. They can construct spiral chambers or nest for the larvae. The nests formed by animals, specifically insects, fishes, and birds, are so varied that full-length separate chapter can be written on their forms and structures. Phytophatic insects lay their eggs in the larval food. Eutophatic insects like butterflies lay eggs near leaves on which their larvae feed. Some supply eggs with protective covering, some remain with eggs and larvae, some build nests and put their larvae inside the brood. Now let's learn about the brood care and courtship. Making a nest by courting animals is an obvious sight. There can be a variety. Some make nest before inviting a female. Example, stickleback fish. Some make a pair, court, and then collectively make a nest. Courtship behavior and brood care are two sides of a coin. The courting male stickleback first makes a nest, then lures his female to the nest and induces her to deposit her egg. In nannabas, mating behavior is followed by brood care. Male and female take roles in caring for young.